Hello everybody, it's Zach here from RealEstateLicenseWizard.com. Today we're doing another real estate exam practice question. Today's question 167. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so today's question has to do with leases and tenancies. So let's take a look. It says a tenant rented an apartment signing a 16-month lease. After the lease expired, the tenant paid 1 month's rent and got a receipt. What kind of type of lease does the tenant have? And it gives us four options. A gross lease. B, a proprietary lease, C, a tenancy at will, or D, a tenancy at sufferance. So like always, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to pause here, read it over, all that good stuff. So go ahead and do that right now. Alright, if you need more time, feel free to pause. I'm going to get into the answer and explanation right now. So what is our answer for this one? Well, it's going to be C. It's a tenancy at will, or an estate at will. Estate at will is another name for the tenancy at will, if you just, didn't know that. Basically, a tenancy at will is generally beneficial to both tenants and owners who may wish to have flexibility to change rental situations easily and without breaking a contract. This type of tenancy does not specify its duration or the exchange of payment and can be terminated at any time. These tenancies are sometimes called month-to-month, and I'm sure you guys have heard that month-to-month lease. Well, that's essentially the same thing as an estate at will or a tenancy at will, or version of that, as there is no formal concept specifying the length of the time during which the tenancy will take place. And again, it gives us these context clues within the problem. So let's take a look at the clues I'm talking about. So first of all, we know that they did sign a 16-month lease. So that's kind of important, but what's really important is this second part here. Is this after the lease expired? So we know that this is no longer a thing. It's no longer a 16th-month lease. But we do know that the tenant paid for 1 month's rent and got a receipt. Not that important. But we know that that 1 month's rent, so they paid for 1 month. We know that that can be contrived as month to month. So again, that's where it comes into the month to month version. And then we can kind of put two and two together. Okay, if we know this is, they're paying 1 month, we could assume that they're paying month to month. And then obviously that would mean what? Well, that's going to mean that it's going to be a tenancy at will, estate at will, or as I said, a month-to-month lease, which all mean essentially the same thing. So don't be confused by that because they like to, throw terms that are essentially the same thing on the exam. So just remember your basics. Remember, what you were taught about estates and, leasing and things like that. And this problem should be, no issue. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this question. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Any comments, questions, all that good stuff, leave them down below. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can pass the exam no problem. Remember, new content every week and tons of extra resources on our website. This is Zach from RealEstateLicenseWizard.com. As always, make today magical. See you guys next time.